Well, hello there.
Holy commands. What are we doing? Where are we? What's going on?
Surprise. We're home.
Holy, how do we get here? Did I sleep and you drove us home?
Yeah, right. No.
I tried.
No.
I've tried every stop. I'm like, cool, let's keep moving, but you're driving, and she said no.
Yeah, whatever. But we're home, guys. Uh sorry we didn't go live last week. Uh we were working our way home. And uh Dad is doing so good that we really, really wanted to just be home for the holidays on the Ridge. Because added up, we've been in Tennessee over 6 months in combined time. So we thought, you know what? Let's start the new year right here on the Ridge. Set the precedence.
Yeah, I mean, everything with Dad was pretty much what it was going to be. Us being there was just companionship. So
Yeah,
um,
which we love.
yeah, we do.
But
But it was one of those that we've had so much going on this year. Like we had been talking about that even on the drive, because obviously we've been putting a lot of miles in. Um, and we're like, man, we start looking back on 2024, and it's like, what did we do? What the heck did we
Nothing.
do this year?
Nothing,
we did
because we were in Tennessee.
But yeah, there wasn't a lot of like individual progress on the Ridge. Not as much as we thought. We still, I mean, we're in a studio, so obviously some progress
But that
has
was
been
because
made.
of our friends.
It was.
So yeah.
And we made some meetups, and so it was one of those we just kind of had to step back and reassess and realize that it wasn't a wasted year.
Well,
Even though
no.
we did spend a vast majority of the year in Tennessee, but we got to spend time with family. We got to spend time with Dad. Time that you couldn't get any other time. So
But we are
it was
home.
time to be home.
We
are home.
Yes.
Muddy and all.
Merry Christmas, guys. I know we're a day late, but Merry Christmas. We just want to wish each and every one of you guys a blessed holiday season. And we have a new year coming up, guys. Can you believe it's 2025? I was gonna say it's been 25 years since it turned 2000. Y'all remember 2000? I do.
The whole Y2K.
Yeah, Y2K.
World's gonna blow up. Computers are gonna eat us.
I
don't think I got
Hi,
it.
guys. So, yeah, we'll get into how we got here, where we stopped, what we did, and who's here on the Ridge right now. That's all coming up too.
But we're here.
There's more.
You mean there's more? No, there's only room for us. We can't have any other people here.
We got a lot more. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. But we want to welcome everybody into the chat. And we typically don't do a full-on roll call. So everyone throw up their blue hearts. And we've been seeing tons of blue hearts, so thank you. Or your pink hands if that's what your device does. And just know that we love you and appreciate you and we see you. And we really want to focus this live towards new beginnings. Out with the old, in with the new.
Felix from Denmark. That's a long ways away.
Hi, Felix.
What up, brother Brian?
Yep. And so we want questions. We want all the beautiful things. Thank you, Nanny Tam. Yeah, no, that last live, I can't. Let's just put the bagel game to sleep for 2025. Because I try to be a good sport and then I get myself in trouble and then I get comments on our live like, Tara's drunk. Well, when you're bageling me all the time, and I'm a lightweight, so
good times.
Yeah, we'll just put the bagel game to sleep.
Jeannie wishing us hope we had a Merry Christmas. And
we did. And with that, guys, we've not been home very long. Okay. I haven't even gotten to go to the post office box. We did not get Christmas cards out this year. I am so sorry that we didn't. With us being back and forth, it just didn't happen. And so I want y'all to know that I will be going through all the cards. I was able to go through just a few that Jenna had picked up from the post office for us, but that was weeks ago. So I'm going to assume that there's always a lot there. So please be patient, and I will see you. And thank you guys so much for thinking of us and sending us Christmas cards. we just haven't had a chance to open them or get any out ourselves this year.
Yeah,
so.
I think there was a batch that Jenna did go get for us
Mhm.
at the post office.
Yeah.
But it's been a madhouse since we've gotten home. So
Yeah.
Holly Hoppy. Holly Hop.
Oh, that's awesome. I had a
Yeah.
Holly bedroom when I was little.
See everybody following the Gillum Farms notes of
Nice.
the orange hearts,
We
loving it.
appreciate
And
you.
I'd seen Dale was in here with his green, and I
Mhm.
get it. He's partial to green. He's got to. It pays the bills and keeps him fed.
Yep.
It is.
Nice. It is raining,
Dang it.
but I love the sound.
We
of
went
it
like
right
all
now.
day today. It's been foggy and
It wasn't supposed to rain.
but yeah, there was finally no rain because we've had nothing but rain since we got home.
Yeah, and we haven't been home long. So what last week, I can't remember what day it was. It was when, well, gosh, if we didn't have a live last week, you didn't know all of it. We've been all over America.
What are y'all doing? Hey, Paul Case.
Hi, Paul Case.
Oh.
Tony and Angie. Oh, there's Ken. Hi, guys. Merry Christmas. Yes, that is true. Y'all didn't know that we took a trip up north, or maybe you did, but I don't think you did, but you might have. I can't remember.
I can't keep up with what we do every day. They probably know more of what we're doing than we know what we're doing.
We took 3 very quick days and went up north and to Ohio and Michigan to spend time with the grandbabies. That was our only goal. As much as we would have loved to have visited with friends, met up with extended family, we had 3 days. And hi, Gwen.
From New Hampshire.
Yeah. We really just wanted to spend time with the grandbabies because then we came back to my dad's in Tennessee. And then the very next day, I just had it on my heart, like, I want to go home. I want to go home. So pressing and so hard on my heart. And I talked to Jason and I'm like, can we just go home? And he's like, of course, babe. So we started preparations to leave Tennessee, which that also meant that we weren't going to take a full week to go stay with Aunt Will and Uncle Jerry. And they understood, totally understood.
Yeah.
So, but we did go there and spent a wonderful day and a half with, about a day and a half. With Aunt Will and Uncle Jerry, cousin Chad and Jill and Krissa and Kanan, and took out from there, and away we went.
We did. And going with that, right? The Jobs are asking, hey, did the truck and the Squatch do okay? It did. I mean, so last word on the truck, I think we had put out was right before we did our trip up north. Yeah, right before we did. I had to think about when it was. Right before we did our trip to go up north to see the kids, had to replace both alternators on the truck. And
because what would a trip to Tennessee be without a truck breakdown?
So,
but we didn't even film it because we're like, people are not going to believe another breakdown.
Yeah. But other than that, it was running flawless, like hauling over, doing that stuff. Like, there's a couple things that obviously I want to change. I need to put airbags on the back of the truck because it squats more than I like. It doesn't squat too much to be a safety issue right now. It could be, I guess, with a driver that never drove before. But for me, that I've hauled trailers, especially overloaded trailers, and we're not overloading the trailer either, but it squats more. But the truck has over 300,000 miles on it. So I expect, and we've hauled a lot with it. And I know the previous owner, hauled at least a travel trailer and stuff. So,
yeah, because they travel. Sorry, guys. I've been fighting a cough. Yeah,
so it was flawless. Really, it was. It pulled just fine. I mean,
traffic wasn't bad.
Yeah. We managed to make a pit stop though, and some of y'all.
Because if you guys pay attention to Ridge Life, we actually won the coffee raffle. on his live. So it just so happened the night before we were to leave Tennessee, he messaged us
Lauren.
and said, "Hey, what address do you want me to send your coffee to?"
Ooh, got something.
Nice. When to feed it. So if it's an established starter, if it's an established starter like mine is, I can put mine in the fridge and only pull it out when I'm ready to bake with it. And then I feed it that morning and it just, boom, it explodes. If it's not a real established starter, you want to give it like maybe a week or two of solid feedings daily, out on the counter at room temperature, and then you should be good to go.
So like morning, evening. I mean, you normally do yours in the morning.
Yes.
Like you'll get up in the morning, you'll feed it that way. It can't overflow if you do it.
Yeah.
If
I'm just doing a feeding, sometimes I'll feed it at night because I'm not gonna bake with it the next day, right? But if I've left it out or I didn't have it in the fridge, I usually like to do a feeding at least once a week when it's in the fridge.
RNC Acres. Hello to you.
Hi guys. So anyway, we had won. Hope that helps on the sourdough. I just made a phenomenal loaf of jalapeno cheddar. Oh.
There's a fancy lady.
Hey Jess. I love you. So yeah, when Tim messaged and said, hey, what address do you want me to send this to? And I'm like, well, hey, we're leaving out tomorrow. Why don't we just go ahead and swing by and we'll just pick it right up? And he's like, absolutely. And so we ended up going to Tim's over at Ridge Life, got to meet Grandma Carol, and just had a blast. It was just so awesome to visit the other Ridge, the Big R.
Oh, Sister Bert made it.
Hey, Bert.
And Jonesy.
Hi, Jonesy.
Oh, and hi, Punky.
Our daughter, Gabby. Yep. And Punky.
Oh, I guess. Hi, Gabby and Sam, too. Love you guys. Mm-hmm. But hi, Punky.
And Sam. I know Sam's already put in his order for my spicy pickles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And spent a wonderful, wonderful day and evening with, and the next morning with Tim. And then we took out from Tim's and made the trek the rest of the way home. And it was glorious to pull in. And
there's one for you.
Where? What? Huh? Oh, hi, Arlene. That's true. And that was just it for me, just being home. And we got in after dark. What happened?
Kelly Harris says, hi guys, finally got the gallbladder out. It wasn't happy, making me sick. I almost died. Oof.
Oh yeah.
Well, glad you're okay. Glad they got it out.
Glad you didn't. Glad to have you here.
Lauren will address that right now. No, we're not.
Lauren already
we've received the messages. We've received the phone calls. Like, we understand. And we would love to go over to David's for the New Year's Eve shindig. But guys, we're traveled out right now. Like, it's.
And David understands.
Yeah.
As much as we would love to be over there for New Year's
Juan
Eve.
loves some jalapeno cheddar.
I know, right? Jason and I talked about it. We just don't have any more travel in us right now. We just want to be home. We got home after dark, so we couldn't like unload the nugget or the squatch. That's so hard, y'all. But the whole next day, we had to get the squatch unloaded. And boy,
Jamie kept.
I am an overachiever when it comes to packing a camper. I guess we're still not done. But the most wonderful thing actually happened. Zach and Holly were actually going to be coming to Tennessee for Christmas. And when I had to let them know, like, my heart's telling me I want to go home, they can go ahead and go if they wanted to spend time with Aunt Will and Uncle Jerry and the rest of the family. I said, but
that's right, Nanny.
I know it's a little bit longer of a drive, but would y'all want to come to Arkansas? And they left it up to the grandkids, and they're like, absolutely, Arkansas.
Yeah, once they asked the grandkids, we knew it was game over. They were going to be here because the answer of come and see Nana and Papa is always yes, and now, and when, and why aren't we there yet? So they got here, yesterday?
Last evening.
Yeah, so yesterday was Christmas, and so they got up at home. And they did their, family Christmas at home. And then they jumped in the car and headed down. Got here yesterday evening. Man, it was foggy. So they kind of made them, you know, they've never been here. And so, and they took one route. I meant to talk to Zach beforehand, but we were busy trying to prep for them to come. I know, but it didn't get relayed to him to take a certain bypass. So he got the super windy road, which normally isn't bad, right? If you do it in the daytime, it's a pretty good manageable road. I will. I was seeing Patrick had some chili chicken soup and finished it far too fast.
Yes. I just don't want to miss any questions. And I saw a question.
We won't.
It was right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna get
there. Oh, sorry. I just don't want to miss questions.
I'm not gonna miss nothing. What
you're sweating.
I told you it's hot in here.
I'm got my blue blanket.
You have your blanket on all the time. I do. So yeah, but anyways, you know, for them to be able to come down,
That's gonna be yummy.
We did it. We did it the first time we brought Jake down. We took that route because we didn't know any better, with some overloaded trucks, and yeah, that was pretty fun. But then to come down in the fog, but they got here. We got them set up in the Squatch, which is amazing, you know, to have that availability because the tiny house doesn't have any extra sleeping space. Like it has one bed in it, and that's all that's there. Like there's not even, I don't know. We might be able to squeeze a full-size air mattress on the living room floor.
No.
But then you're not walking through the house. It would be one of those, in order to get to the kitchen, you would have to go out the door, go around the deck, and come into the slider because you weren't going to walk through.
Yeah.
And then the bathroom would be totally cut off. So
we had to make sure the Squatch was set up for Zach, Holly, and the 3 kids. And that meant a trip on Christmas Eve to Walmart.
Laura and Ollie are
brisket
Ooh. For the
dang it.
Our neighborhood, you're bringing it to us, right?
Us right here, right?
Yeah. I mean, you guys travel. You have an RV. We have space.
But with it being Christmas Eve at Walmart, we felt it very wise that I just go in.
Yeah, I wasn't going in, guys. I seen the parking lot, and that gave me enough anxiety as it was. I was like, I'm not even trying to park. I'm like,
one. I got you, babe. And here's a Snicker when I'm done.
Yeah, she did. Mm-hmm. A double pack even.
Yeah. Because that's the wife I am.
What's a man? Jamie and Kevin, you can stay at our house. We got electric and puppies.
Ooh, puppies.
Oh, you had her at puppies.
We greatly appreciate the offer. We've literally just got
home. But I'm not going to rule out, and I've been kind of thinking about that, right? Because last time we went to the west side, well, we broke down like 7 miles from Jamie and Kevin's house.
And they were one of them that.
Yeah, they came and hauled the nugget for us initially. So, not ruling that out, especially with the Squatch, because it's so much bigger, of possibly staying at y'all's place. So, but Jamie, you know how to get a hold of us.
And we will be making a west side trip. We just need to be home for a while.
Oh no, Ryan's sick.
Oh no.
Dang it, dude. Stop.
I just was telling Zach tonight that y'all wanted to meet him, and we were thinking about tomorrow evening. Definitely don't want y'all sick. So yeah.
So Shiloh is wanting to know, did we find any treasures while away to share with us in the future?
We did thrift some while we were there. But I know this sounds goofy, y'all. We are such a deal finding, thrifting couple. I think I have everything I need.
There's Ace. Glad she didn't float away with all this rain we're getting.
I did thrift my Christmas tree, and I hand sewn all of my ornaments.
Hi, Donna.
I think I told y'all about that. As far as like really, literally, we have never walked out of more thrift shops empty-handed than we did while we were in Tennessee. Partly because we didn't want to fill up the Squatch. Especially when we did the round robin and we moved all 3 of our Harbor Freight sheds into the garage. I think the common theme that whole round robin was we thrift way too much. We have way too much stuff. But until we get some more structures built, we don't have a need for anything. We still enjoy thrifting. And
it's a lot of times right now it's going for maybe smaller stuff. And honestly, it's just our time that we're not focused on like here, like it's kind of our breather to be able to get out and, you know, it's our date day. Like people go spend a ton of money on a meal, going to a bar, catching a movie.
I'll feed us and then we thrift.
I don't think, have we ever been to a movie together? I was thinking about that the other day.
No, because
I don't think we've ever. Well, one, we would both be asleep before the end of the movie.
True.
So.
And I've heard too many bed bug nightmares out of movie theaters.
Our dating.
We've done drive-ins.
Yeah, we did that up north, didn't we?
Yeah, we took all the kids. Gabby would remember.
But yeah, so like going to thrifting, it's not, because we found, and we've said it here before, was we don't ever go with the intention of, hey, we need it. Now there has been times, don't get me wrong, that we're like, hey, we need to find this, right?
Almost never do we find it. One time.
If I go in there and I'm like, man, I really need this clamp, which I just found this. I don't even know where we got this. Probably the thrift store. It's a clamp for like a month. I don't know. But anyways, if I went to a store looking for this clamp, I'll never find it, right? Yeah. But when you're walking through and all of a sudden you're like, oh, that looks handy. Like it's, you know, when you find it. And there wasn't, I mean, there was a few things I think we had looked at while we were there that we were like, man, that would be nice to have. But then it's like, we have to make a whole nother trip back to Tennessee with a trailer to be able to haul the stuff back. So it just, cost effectiveness when we were looking at it that way was not worth the value. I think we got the
but that was off marketplace.
Oh, the desk was off marketplace.
And I haven't done a full-on final reveal on the Squatch because we're not done yet. I didn't get the bathroom done nor the bedroom done. Although I'll give you a little teaser of a reveal of an awesome thrift. 3 times we were at this thrift shop over a several week period. The first time we were there, I saw this beautiful quilt.
I was trying to think what you were talking about because I was like, I know what this is because I remember I told her buy it, but then what was it? And a quilt.
Yeah, a beautiful quilt with shams. Y'all know me. I love my quilts, right? I've made quilts. I love quilts, especially really good quality ones. I didn't like the price. And I'm like, we even had it out. We're opening it up. It was set up as a display. We removed the display. And I'm like, oh, I can't. Nope. Nah. What? 2 weeks later, we went back and I found it on the rack. They'd moved it from the display to a hanging, to the hangers. And I saw it again and I'm like, oh.
So I made her buy it.
No, that was the second time. It wasn't until the third time.
No.
Yes, it was.
I don't know. I made you buy it anyway.
No, it was when you and Dad sat in the truck was the second time.
Oh, and I was going to say, well, I only remember looking at it twice.
Yeah, because we saw it together.
And that was twice, and I was like, nope, she's already made this comment
twice. For me, it was 3.
Yeah.
Because
so it went in the cart. That was the option. Like, that's the thing is we love this thrift, right? She will go buy anything for anybody else, but hates to spend 50 cents on herself. And I'm like, no, this is ridiculous. Just buy it. So I found the method now, right? To where if I see her pick it up a couple times, or I know and she'll make some comments, I'm like, I don't care. Throw it in the cart.
Am I that easy to read?
For me, you are. So I just throw it in the cart and I don't give her the option anymore because she's like, I don't want to spend that. I was like, fine, you're not. I am. Like, I'm buying it now. Like, don't worry about it. And she can't say no because I'll wait and then she'll be waiting at the truck because I'll lock it and then I'll go back and get it. So Nanny Tam's asking, is the studio comfortable? No. So with the weather right now, I think it's 52 outside. It's been warm. And we do have a little heater going out here. There's no insulation, guys. Like, it's not finished. We're running off battery banks out here because we haven't been home to run the electric or anything.
But it's coming.
You know, the plywood back here is all temporary. So, but we're already loving it. Like, even with running on battery banks, having the space.
Is Gabby still in here? Gabby, are you still in here? I got to show you something. Cover Punky's eyes. Because I did stuff for the grandbabies. I'm going to show you guys. And that's what's the beauty of having this YouTube studio. Hold on, you guys.
Well, thank you, Wanda. Glad you popped in. So Trey Kerr, while you're doing that, says, welcome home. Tara, could you do a video on the sourdough starter in 2025?
Sure. As long as you know I'm the lazy sourdough queen.
Well, I think that that's going to be the key because a lot of people, like, I mean, obviously I'm not Betty homemaker myself,
Yeah.
but I could throw down some bills, right? I can cook, I can bake, I can do those types of things. I don't need to though, because my wife kicks me out of the kitchen. So I've probably forgot more than I ever knew about having to cook and bake and do that. But I'll tell you, when you talk about having to feed it, and she's out there measuring stuff, right, in grams and doing, and I'm like, a what? Gram?
That's
what
the
heck
only
is
thing I
that?
measure is my grams
Yeah,
for sourdough.
so she's got this whole scientific thing going on it, but she makes it simple, and I think that that's where the key for people that are asking about it.
Absolutely, I can do it, and you guys will be happy to know we're already back on projects. We were home like the next day, and we were. I know. We were already working on projects and
never late, Judy. You're here right on
because
time.
we also know y'all have been faithful and friends.
Hello, Denise.
We are so behind. We haven't had a video out in like 5-6 weeks. So they're coming, guys. We are ready to kick butt.
Thank you.
I'll tell you a little bit more of what we did, but I got to show you guys these because they're so cool. We went and we got our grandbabies, little great stuff. Look at that. And then the cutest thing. And then we got them each a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. And look at that. Everything's good on the ridge. And then just was able to fit the Critter Creek logo on the back. Our grandkids love it. And like,
well, the 3 that are here. So we've got the other 2 grandkids.
Yeah, this is theirs.
Yeah. So that's for our other 2 grandkids.
They're coming.
We got to mail them out. But the 3 that are here, put them on, and they were wearing the t-shirt and the hoodie today, and they were just running around like, look,
Papa.
Nana, like, it's so awesome.
Yes, but the YouTube studio, it's amazing. Just having this extra space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's already doing the purpose that we wanted it. One was we could not clutter up the house. There's extra storage stuff in here right now that's not going to be in here. But until we build the bigger shop or decide to transition stuff over, it's going to be in here. So Jonesy's saying, looking forward to seeing the ridge in my Tasmanian hideaway tiny house you're building for me.
Nice. And we will.
Now I got to build one for Jonesy?
Hey, man. That's already been.
I guess if there was anybody, I'd. Okay, anytime, parking anytime, easy and flat.
Yep, and I saw she had a comment.
Well, and that's what I was.
Too.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Absolutely.
Well, and Jamie, you and Jamie been talking for a while about doing the thrifting.
And we probably would have made it happen had we
Ready,
not had to go to Tennessee.
Thank you. Yes, everyone, if you could hit that thumbs up, that like button for us, we'd really appreciate it. But I did send you back. I know we were late on some emails. I did. My wife doesn't even know I did it because I was out here tinkering.
Y'all, I haven't checked emails.
I sent you a response email. He had messaged about well, I won't throw it all the way out here, but he had messaged and I answered the message. You knew about it, but
did I?
You didn't know that I replied.
I haven't even checked emails in like.
I know we've not been. It's been so crazy. Like we haven't watched YouTube. We haven't been on YouTube. We haven't. It's just.
Well, we didn't have good service either, so it really didn't make it easy.
Oh, but Patrick says we got to put his. But the problem is, Patrick. See, if you come up and live here, which I don't have a problem with, brother. Right? How do we get our Texas coffee fix if you're not in Texas?
I'm loving it. I actually mixed the coffee that we won from Tim with the Texas pecan. Oh,
Glenn, I heard you bought 47 turkeys.
It's only 6. Only 6. But yeah. But we're so excited, guys, to be home. We will be filming a lot and we're going to get back. We know that we have to earn y'all back and really earn back that algorithm shift. It's not that we want that like huge subscribers and like success. We need it. We didn't realize until we didn't have it how much we need it. We need y'all. It keeps us motivated.
I was reading comments and then trying to listen to you and I couldn't focus. But so BG's asking any for 2025 teases.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean
not yet. We'll say not yet.
Right now, it's going into the fact that our project list already. First and foremost, we're getting the studio done, and obviously we have family and the holidays and stuff we're in right now, so we're not working on any of that, and it's raining and muddy. But yeah, this studio, getting this finished up, which is going to involve a lot of milling.
Back on the mill.
Yeah, and letting that wood dry and do that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And then it's just once we get the studio done, I think we're gonna start site prepping and working on the big shop. We're definitely finding out that we need the bigger shop. That shed garage that we got,
That's amazing.
it is working amazing, and I don't regret that decision at all. The only thing I regret, and we both have said this, is we wish we would have done it sooner. But being the sticklers to the whole debt free, not wanting to do it ourselves, like, and I think that was a big key when we
It
look
almost
back.
felt like defeat.
Well,
But yet,
but at the same
knowing that
time,
we had to do it.
looking back at 2024, and more importantly, looking at a lot of the conversations that we've been having with like Dad, Uncle Jerry, they're getting older, right? And they've lived pretty hard, rough, working to the bone lives. When do you get to enjoy it? Mm-hmm. So we're finding out that, yeah, it is one of those that sometimes your time's worth a whole lot more money, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like really any big beans that we have to spill for
coming to Kansas. Yes, Dale. I just watched y'all's video because I did have a few minutes sitting on YouTube the other day, and I went through and watched them working on their free shed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd realized even more that, man, that was our plan last spring, was to go up there. So we're hoping maybe 2025 in one of our trips we get to.
Yeah, but also we recognize the times that we were home from Tennessee, we were traveling. And
okay, then, I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit.
And so like we've barely been home this year.
Jonesy, thank you, being a member for 10 months. 10 months. Of course, he's not just a member, y'all. He is number one. Number one.
I hadn't even announced it.
Yeah.
How he even knew.
He was sneaky sniper and knew.
Yeah, he got right in there.
Leonard Mountain. Oh, thank you, Amy and Chris. Welcome in.
Thank you.
And there's Juan. He's pulling it up too.
He's such a cool dude. I love them guys.
And of course, our brother, Bang Bang Tennis Green over there.
Wow. We want to appreciate you guys so much.
I can't believe it's been 10 months.
I know. I know. But I guess there is.
I know I'm getting behind in comments.
Baby, I have a teaser.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, I'll let him do his thing.
Continue to pray for daughter Asia, not only her medical issue, but she's been dropped by 2 personal injury lawyers and is getting the runaround with legal matters.
Been there, done that.
All right, Judy, we are going to keep it going for you and for her. And
yep. And also, while there's Mama V. Hi, Mama V.
Mama V's been in. I popped it up, but I know you've been talking. So she put us up on the TV and said she wasn't going to comment. If she's still commenting, just saying.
I did get word that for those.
Jackie made it.
Hi, Jackie. For those of you who know JB, I don't know if I'm supposed to give details or if I can give details, but JB is a huge part of our YouTube community, and she could use some prayers right now. So lift her up as well.
I got way behind. I'm like halfway on that market.
No, Patrick, no bagels on tonight's video. But yes, I do have one.
Michelle, yeah, she's the same way. Buy for other people, but not herself. Yes.
It's just
yeah.
I don't know
Rob
if it's I'm sure you could psychologically all like in 10 different ways to one that we don't put ourselves as a
look,
of importance.
Everyone's loving the shirts. This is how far behind I am.
I know they were so cute. Yes.
Debbie.
But I do have a teaser or a spoiler or beans.
Thanks, Red. I will get back and look at that too. There's the big wave.
So before we went back to Tennessee,
got connections. Okay, we might have to work something out, brother.
Before we went back to Tennessee this last time for Dad's brain surgery, Jen and I had sat down and had some really deep talks, right? And I challenged her.
So I can't go much further.
I challenged her because she's picked out a house design. She's got a house site, a build site. And her thing was, I can't really start by myself without you and Dad. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. But if you had a savings plan going when we are ready to help you, then we could bam, boom, boom, bam.
You're so cute. She says, bamboo boo. Like it's just that easy.
Well,
are you new here? You must be. You're the new
the
just
point
joined
is-
membership.
Jenna is extremely focused and headstrong, right? She had over 200 hours in a 2-week period. She is working that goal because we set a certain amount of money as her goal to have it ready by April, because she wants to, and she doesn't want to build as you go per se. She wants to save up all the money and then slam bam, thank you, ma'am, and knock it out, move in, be ready. So
I'm glad we're filming all this because it's.
So we will be filming all that.
Y'all mark this down.
So that is the teaser. Will she meet her goal?
Yeah.
I mean,
I got a question from Shiloh.
Yes.
Should I mark the package I'll be sending as studio so you know where to store it? Probably not a bad plan. I mean, you don't have to send us a package, but we appreciate it. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But thank you, Juan.
You can look forward to.
Mama B says we have 193, which I'm looking because I know I'm behind.
You guys.
203. We're still good with the algorithm, by the way.
We have such amazing subscribers. We
Namey Tam. Okay, sorry you have to go, but
those fudge brownies. Yeah. I made potato soup or rivels tonight. That's what Zach wanted, so that's what Zach got.
Thank you, Troy. Appreciate you, brother.
Yep.
Always here, love seeing y'all, but always lurking.
So
we get it, and I mean sometimes we go into lives and do the same thing, and it's not to be rude. It's just like we want to enjoy watching it, and sometimes, especially when you're on the phone, you can't tag everybody, and then you feel bad. So totally get it, and then sometimes you just have to play it in the background.
Yeah,
like you're listening to what they're saying. It's kind of the good thing about a live is it's just us sitting here talking. So most of the time you can just play them.
Well, I gotta tell you what. So you're gonna have to pause on the comments for 2 seconds.
I've been pausing. I'm
Guys,
halfway behind.
I wanted to give a shout out to my handsome man. You did though. Like he knew emotionally how I struggled in Tennessee, right? Yesterday, before the kids got here, we had stuff to do. We had a lot to do. And he says, babe, let's go. Yeah. And we jumped on the side-by-side. I'm almost tearing up. I'm such a dork.
You're a crybaby.
I'm not a crybaby. I never cry. Okay, I cry a lot, but no.
They'll beg to differ. I'll pull about every other live up.
Oh, whatever. So we did, and he took me down to the creek. And because of how much rain we've gotten, the creek was roaring, and it was so beautiful. It was like he recognized in me that I needed that snap back to our dream, to our love of our property. And we ended up out on that side by side. We plowed through new paths that have never been cut.
I may have used the side by side as a mini bulldozer.
He did. I got whacked in the face by branches. I had my blue blanket, which I've had to wash because it was so full of cedar and leaves and debris, but we had so much fun.
Yeah.
And we went out onto the backside. We rode the property lines, trudged our way, and popped out by the creek on the other side. I'd never been there. And it was just, thank you, baby.
Well, you're welcome.
I needed it.
It was one of those that, I mean, it's one of those recognizing that my wife needs that, but then also letting us know, because we've had a lot of conversation about, man, did we do anything? Like, obviously there was a lot of things that we could name for 2024, but when we were looking back at we're like, man, we don't have the homestead as far as we thought we would. Right. And we've even taken some steps back in the fact that we still don't have chickens on the homestead yet. And
next week,
our rabbits are down to just the 2 breeders, which we're waiting till February to breed them. And, so, I mean, there was things that we look back, but it was like, look, we still came so far. We just forgot because the year has been so dang busy that we did so much stuff that honestly, a lot of it, I was like, no, we did that last year. And then I realized, no, that was this year. Like this year, looking back at it now, even though in moments it looks like it went really quick, but other moments it's like we did a lot. Like there was a lot packed into this year.
We did, but we were gone more than we were.
Hi, Stella. Hi, Dana. Tab.
So thank you, Dana. It's just so beautiful to be home.
Yeah.
Very much so. And
Thank you for that, Jennifer,
it's
reminding
it's
everybody
so
to do
awesome to have, you know,
Oh,
Zach and the
well,
kids here.
Thank you, Amy and Chris. Y'all didn't have to
Aw,
do
thank
that. Appreciate you.
And they're getting to experience
Thanks, Ace. You're a rock star too.
Ridge for the first time.
Frugal Deb says hello. Hello,
I
y'all.
like that name.
I know.
Because I'm Frugal Tara. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so there's Jamie. I need to get with you because I need to.
Jamie, she's been saying this for months.
I've been gone for months, but I need a boy. I need a boy goat.
On Templo.
On Templo.
Yeah,
I don't want to buy one. And
No.
so if you know someone that.
Well, I don't need all that.
No.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
Lauren said JB said it was okay to share.
Okay.
But
right.
you kind of said, yeah.
Yep.
And Jamie's saying
she does.
Mama V. So everyone's on there, yeah. So we're just putting it out there too, JB.
Yep.
Patrick. Slave face.
I love you, Patrick.
One, yeah. Bam, boom, boom, boom. She's got the plan, but
they're
right. I know, Dale. That's what I was thinking too. Oh, there went our kid-friendly rating right there, right?
Is that a thing?
No, we're
Okay.
just giving. Oh, I love you.
I love you.
Merry Christmas to you over there across the pond, brother. We appreciate you.
I saw your Christmas decorations.
Hopefully your New Year is. Of course, they always get to have like Christmas and New Year's, and it's warm because it's their summer.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Patrick, yeah, I'm always nervous because sometimes I don't know.
We are so happy to
be able to listen like here. A podcast while they're milking the cows. Yeah. Like that's the great thing with the lives. Like
I know, right?
They should be in like a podcast category. I don't know if that puts it out more.
Well, we are going to be goal wise. So even though I don't have a lot of teasers or bean spelling,
I don't know. That sounds dangerous and a lot of pressure, but went up to inspiration point.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, BG. Appreciate that.
Share.
That's a dangerous level.
I know. We don't have beans and but we have plans.
Yes,
Mama and our Carolyn. Plan is to definitely reboot Coffee Chat with the Chickens. We'd gotten away from that. We have done one here recently. With us not being here on the ridge, what were we going to talk about to y'all? We were doing the same things over and over daily over in Tennessee. We weren't on the homestead.
Oh.
So be ready because we are going to hit it.
Hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to Cindy and Eugene. In Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice.
Been through there a couple times.
Yeah.
That is a huge place. And
yeah, Jamie, you guys over at Three Little Goats. Girl, you've had a year too. Oh wow. You've had a year. I think
there's a sassy little thing. Hey.
I think all I can do is I'm putting a blessing on 2025 for all of us. That we are prosperous, safe, healthy, and just happy. Because that's what we're all here for, right? We just want to be happy.
Right. Yeah, Patrick, we know David's got one over there, and of course we sent a couple goats over there to the west side. But that's a heck of a trip. That's like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's not convenient, but
we want to stay home, y'all.
Yeah.
We've been traveling too much.
We were looking at something a little more closer.
Yeah. Yes.
So a lot of spam, man. I guess on StreamYard or our mods, which you know what, we need to thank everybody that we have as a moderator.
Yeah. For 2024, y'all have done an amazing job.
Yeah. And I think StreamYard, because we go from StreamYard, I'm only watching the StreamYard comments, not the actual YouTube ones. And I know that the mods are monitoring and pulling stuff out to where we don't see everything.
And I don't know any of it.
So we wouldn't be
department.
where we're at, especially with these lives, because y'all seen that one that we tried to do where it made us go vertical, and that was horrible. But lessons learned, and I learned how to modify that if we need to go do that again. Yeah. But yeah, being able to do these lives, guys, and if you're someone looking to get it into YouTube, find some really good people. Anybody that you see with a blue wrench on ours is an amazing mod, because you guys are protecting our channel during these lives and keeping all the shenanigans from coming in. And, you know, I mean, obviously there could be anything out there that's going to be offensive, right? But they're going to be keeping the little spam bot trolls that are really trying to do negative things
I didn't see. I mean, I
No,
think it
and
must
like
be
I
a
said,
StreamYard thing.
well,
We
it
don't
filters
see
it out. If they catch it, because I'm so far behind in comments, they're gonna pull that. And I'm not watching it on the YouTube side,
Right.
so I don't know what they're pulling and what they're not. We're seeing the cleaned up version because our mods are freaking
Right.
rock stars and awesome.
Yeah.
And I know we don't tell you enough that we appreciate every single one of you.
We do. Yeah. So, guys.
So I appreciate you because, like I said, I'm not seeing it. I'm sorry that you guys are seeing some of that stuff come on.
Yeah, we're not seeing it.
But obviously, mods, you guys are rock stars. We knew that. That's why we've made you mods. And thank you. It's really nice to see y'all back home. We all know life happens. However,
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Big Wave. We appreciate you, brother. And
it's been a year.
Yeah.
For sure.
The
Whack Control.
The Whack Control Live. That was
so fun. I mean, there's like, what is it? What's the saying when you take a thingy that's bad and like throw it out and it's good and it's fun? Oh, they took something bad and made it fun. I don't know if there's a word for that. Yes, all the mods do a great job. So for New Year's Eve, you all
doing the vertical.
Yeah. We always make it a point ever since we've been together that we only stay. I think
first time I'm seeing Ed Pringle
from Flint. My son Jake went to college in Flint.
We know some neighbors close to him. Then.
We do. We just choose to not go out. A lot of years we don't even stay up till midnight for New Year's. We just, with so many distracted drivers and drunk drivers on the road, we choose to always just stay home. We've always had, people over, or if we've gone anywhere, we stay there. And it's a prearranged thing. It's just safer. And it's just better. And so we're not like, we're not going out partying and jamming it up in the rock star house. No, that ain't us.
I don't do the big crowds anyways.
No.
So that wouldn't happen. And
no.
I'm much more of a homebody and would rather be, I mean, at the detriment of some of our friends that we love to go hang out with all the time. Yeah. It's one of those that, yes, like we try to even it up and be able to go and visit, but a lot of times when we're doing, especially an event, something like that, I'm not going anywhere that I don't have.
The risk is too high. It's just too high.
Lauren
especially where we live.
Yeah, and Lauren is talking about, like, if you guys are staying home too,
jump into Leonard Mountain Homestead and make it home.
Lauren and Making It Home and Leonard Mountain Homestead are doing a New Year's Eve live. Mm-hmm. I think they're going all the way to midnight. I think that's what Lauren had said.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. Sorry, guys.
Ed.
If you want to throw the details on there for your New Year's Eve thing, throw them up. Let everybody know what's going on.
Yeah.
Amy, Lauren, do your little.
Yeah, drop your links if you've already created your. We may pop up and do something.
Jennifer,
we don't know. We don't know.
We are excited for the new year. We're not very much of those like new year, new me type people, right? Because we're gonna be who we are no matter what.
And we try to live better each day.
Yeah. And it's for us, it's just looking at, okay, now we have a whole nother year. But honestly, even with holidays, guys, other than the fact that it's giving us a chance, like, to see our kids or grandkids because they have time off of work because of the holiday, like it's a normal day to us. I mean, we understand like Christmas, right? The true meaning and what it's there and what certain holidays do have a valid meaning. And we understand that and we respect that. But for us, the way that we live our lifestyle here, going out, like we're not 20. We're not going out and, this is another reason to get drunk in a public place and look like an idiot. Yeah, no, that ship sailed. We're done with that. Like every day ends with Y, and that's the that's the only thing we go with. Like,
and we have too much to do anyway right
now. Yeah. So Kelly Harris, do you guys have new swag? Well,
we will be. That is another thing for 2025. Now we've been pressing some things like for the grandbabies. And what I've been tossing around, I do have an idea for like once a month doing a special video. Tell me what you guys think of this. It may be a good idea. It may not be a good idea. I don't know. Like if we do a special video, I don't know what I call it. I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it would be about. It could be our main project for the month or a wrap up or something. But doing and designing a merch shirt, limited edition for that video. I don't know. It just kind of like brainstorming, like, wouldn't it be cool if we just did like a limited run of a certain something once a month of a special event or special project or special video? No, I don't know. It just popped in my brain one day and I was like,
well, and we do. So you talk about swag, and we don't talk about it probably enough on the channel. We do have the bonfire. On you go to the about page on the channel, and it's in the description of every video and every live that we put up.
Yeah.
There is a link to the bonfire to be able to go in. We haven't added anything new. I was actually just looking at it the other night. We might need to sit down if we have a few minutes. I laughed even when I was saying it in my head. We probably need to try to add maybe a few more items into that merch store, but that's what we have for right now. Eventually, yes, we want to be.
Yeah.
We want to be a full on like. But I think what we've kind of looked at though was the cost of shipping nowadays, guys. Like we want affordable merch for you, but for us to take the time like away from building a project to be able to be in here to be making. So kind of right now, a lot of the merch that we're going to make from here is going to be stuff that we're doing as giveaways at meetups.
Yeah. So like if you're going to a meetup or,
and there'll be special packages. I know we've got some stuff that we need to send out already.
Yes.
We've got 2 packages.
Because we are going to be sending stuff to Emma. Unfortunately, like right after we did that giveaway, we had to turn around and go back to Tennessee. I had no way to press it. I had no way to work on it. I had no way to do it. So,
yeah.
But
well, Shiloh's also going to be neighbors with Ed.
Yeah.
All up there.
So I am just, I guess.
Oh, rub it in. Yeah, Jonesy gets the new year first.
I know.
Got to be first in everything, doesn't he? That's why I love that guy.
Really
you're not first, you're last.
I am really, really excited for 2025. I was excited for 2024.
There's Amy's. Yeah.
I just didn't anticipate us being gone a good vast majority of the year. So all the things and dreams and
there's I think the last several months, right, being in Tennessee and it's made us kind of do some reality check on ourselves of our dreams that we want, we look at it and that's the thing with us is the sky is the limit for us, right? We can do any of it. We think the process out. We're like, hey, yeah, we want to go do that, and we could rush into it. Of course, we kind of try to talk it to death to see does it really make sense.
And someone might change their mind a lot. I wouldn't know who.
I do. I'm gonna get a big neon arrow and be like, but there is some danger in that, like because then you don't ever get anything finished, and you don't ever fulfill one thing because you're chasing the next one. And a lot of times you need to just stop. Just stop and not do anything. Take in what you've done. Triage what needs to be finished. Enjoy what you have, because if you're constantly working, and this is something that we've been talking about lately, was if you're constantly work, right? We have all these plans for the ridge. We have all these ideas, right? We're going to build this. And I'm like, great. I'm building. And I know this has been said before, right? We're going to be building ourselves into the grave. Like we're going to always have something building, which we always want a project. We do. We like to stay busy. And I'm not mad at that. Like I would be happy, right? Being able to build until I'm in the grave.
Yeah.
Like, because that means I'm active. That means I'm doing something.
We love it.
But we want to make sure with what we're prioritizing for this property and our lives in the future, can we have time to enjoy the fruits of our labor? Right? Because that's kind of where we're at. And that's the realization, sitting there with Dad, and he's knowing that there's so many things he wants to do. And he's like,
that he didn't get done.
Yeah. And so there's a little bit of a wake up. And I think it's given us a little bit more focus
not
on
really
the things that
focus.
are important.
We just went from the possibilities of being this much to kind of like bringing in those possibilities that.
No, we don't, Patrick. And I'm glad you said something about that. The Okie meetup, the Mid America meetup. We do need to get on and make a reservation for that. And once we make the reservation, I'll do a banner thing. We'll get all the info out, guys. But
coffee every morning. By Rock Homestead. Yes.
But yeah, we need to get on that. Yeah.
Well, we have got 4 minutes left, guys.
We do. So it's
get
Thursday.
The rest of the.
Yeah, it's better to have goals instead of New Year's.
Yeah.
Let's see, one.
That's right.
Same. I'm 27 and just hanging out home for New Year's too. Yeah, it's. Yeah, and Mama V, I know. Like that's the great thing. It's like you get to, really our distance makes it difficult, and we're not saying that we won't end up at some point. But with this last year and all the travel we made, that's not an option because it's whenever we get with the fam. Yeah, it is. You never have a bad time.
No, and the hard part is when we go to the west side, we can't just like go there and come back in one day, right? Because we want to go and spend this day with this person, this day with these people, this day with these people, this day.
I think you should wait until you have time to make one-of-a-kind themed blue shirts out of what you have.
Oh. That's a good idea. Very much so. Yeah.
Give it Mama V.
We really.
So Shiloh, I like Tara's purses. You were actually looking for some of those same bags.
I was because we'd actually left it in the Nugget. One of the times we were out of the Nugget, and of course, when you're out of the Nugget, you're not in the Nugget. You're not running air. You're not running. Well, the air quit, but whatever.
Well, Troy, if we don't see you between now and then, happy early birthday to Troy.
I noticed that my bag got moist. And I didn't like the way it was.
I like that, Gary. That's a good idea. I normally say I hope you achieve all your goals but one, so it leaves you left to work from.
Yeah. I'm really excited for this year, guys. I really think that, I mean, clearly we're going to take you along on the journey, as we always have, except this time we'll actually have content because we're not just going to be sitting in Tennessee.
Thank you, Matt.
Appreciate you. So, yeah.
Brenda. Thank you, awesome.
But we are a part of Homestead Hangout every Thursday. We have Gillum Farms at 5 p.m. Then you're going to bop over to us at 6 p.m. And then you're going to bop over to Ginger and Joey at Not For Nothing Homestead at 7.
Oh, Bené's been sneaking in on
There's Bené.
She's been watching this the whole time and was like, I'll comment at the end.
And Bené, I want to tell you, I did think about you yesterday.
I know. We'll miss you guys too. But
I wasn't even on my phone yesterday.
Wait.
The only person I spoke to was, of course, my dad.
Oh.
And my Uncle Ron.
There he is. I just seen somebody say hi to Bill.
Bill too.
Well, Liam's in here, but Bill, because our daughter was talking to somebody at work the other day, and they're like, he was talking about, I follow this channel, and he's like, he really liked because he has a goal to move to Alaska sometime. Bill, he follows your channel.
Yeah.
And
Jenna's like, he came to the ridge.
Jenna's like, well, he's been here. I met him.
He
came to my parents.
Yeah.
So super cool. Hey, Bill, you're getting people coming over there giving you love, brother. So.
But then after Ginger and Joey at Not For Nothing, then you bounce over to Dale and Nana over at 9 Acre Family Farms. So I know we are running down to 1 minute. Guys, thank you so much for being here with us. And thank you for the patience that 2024 is required. We promise we will do better for 2025.
Wow. And we'll do what we can control, guys. So.
I know it, but we will. Thank you, Shiloh Akers.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. We will see you guys, all of you in 2025.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
I know.
How do we make it that far?
I don't know. It feels like it should be 1992.
I can't even spell 2025. How am I going to live in it?
I don't know. I'll give you a crayon.
You heard it here, folks. I'm getting crayons for 2025.
Cheers to the New Year's, folks.
All right.
2025.
Guys, get over there. Not For Nothing Homestead. Blue hearts. Flood them out. Give them the orange ones from Johnny.
Look what Zach got him. Zach got him this. That's so awesome.
So get over there. We're out now. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye now. Go on now. Get on out of here. Get you not.